It's the Bears and Buffalo Show.
And we're live. Bears and Buffalo podcast season. What are we on here? 7? No, season 8? Season 7.
Season 7.
Jesus, I don't even know what season we're on. Season 7, episode 16. Back at it again for week 13 of NFL football. And before we talk Bills, because it was a pretty shitty game last Thursday night against the Texans, we're going to talk a little bit of beer. And I brought the beer this week. Let me take the headphones off here.
Yeah, you don't need those.
Don't need those on. I hit us up with, let's see, Southern Tier Brewing. It's their holiday Cran. It's a cranberry orange wheat ale, 7% alcohol.
This is such a fun can. My only thing is I read it and it says holiday Cran. I'm like, oh, this is definitely like a Thanksgiving beer. Orange, cranberry, wheat ale. And I look at the actual can. It looks like New Year's. They're all wearing party hats and they all have like sparklers and champagne glasses. It's like, is this a New Year's can, or is it Thanksgiving? Is it Christmas? Like Christmas colors, but
yeah, it's kind of like a festive thing on here, but
it's an all-in-one type of thing. No judgment on your season, what your preference is here.
And this is probably because I don't want to go full Christmas yet. I was gonna figure,
pour, dude.
Right.
All of my can.
Dude, look at how bad this is.
Dude, yeah, you show the camera how.
I got it. They could see how. That's a great. Look at that pour.
Yeah,
look at
dude.
that pour.
Look at my pour compared to yours.
That's fucking awful.
Yours, yeah.
Yeah, I would. I'm ashamed.
Yeah, you should.
Let me throw up the screen capture. So
looking at that pour,
it's kind of there's a picture of the can of what we're.
Yeah, it's a good looking can, good looking color. I like the color of it though.
It's light. It's a lot lighter than I thought.
Yeah, for sure. 7%.
It smells like a fruit basket.
The orange and the cranberry right off the bat. Wow, that's really good.
Is that a sour? It kind of tastes sour a little bit.
It does kind of taste like a sour.
It's very sweet. I'll tell you that. It tastes like juice, man.
It's definitely got a sour kick to it, but not like, oh my God, this is like a Warhead or what were those ones called back in the day? The Jawbreakers or whatever?
Yeah, Jawbreakers. Warheads were the sour ones. So
what were the ones that were like giant? They were like this big.
I think those are Jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers, yeah. I remember those back in the
Holiday Cran brings bright, juicy flavor and a whole lot of holiday razzle dazzle. I don't know why I had that kind of accent. Yeah. Kick of cranberry and orange flavors meet smooth wheat ale. Perfect for making every celebration festive. I mean,
it's good.
It is good.
The more my second sip, I'm like, I don't know if I could drink a lot of these.
Yeah, man. Let me get another one here.
That's one of those. I'm like, good first sip, good flavor, a little bit of sour, a little bit of tartness to it.
That tart is... See, that's why I'm like... It feels like a sour to me, dude.
It's the tart that's hitting the back end a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if I could drink a lot of these. One and done, maybe. Two and done. Two and done just because it's for the podcast, But this is one I'd have on hand if I'm hosting and I want guests to try something like, oh, this is a fun holiday beer. Try this.
Yeah.
This is really good.
I'd say if you like sours, you'll like this one. I definitely get that tartness out of it.
I'm going 7-1 right off the bat.
Okay, I like it.
I knew I was going to be in the 7s to begin with. I was going to go higher 7s before I even tested it or tasted it.
You gave the Broken Skull a 7.2. And this is 7.
Which one was that though? Was that
that was the IPA? That was the
heavier IPA. So that was the black can.
Okay.
There's a couple other different Broken Skull 316 ones that aren't as heavy as that that other IPA.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of that one. I like the original two better. There's a lager and the other IPA.
Oh man, I honestly, dude, I don't want to be mean, but I'm going 6.9 on this one.
Wow, I think that's probably a first for me being lower than or higher than you.
Just because
hazy IPA. The other.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this to taste like that. It kind of caught me off guard. It is really. And like, if I wanted a sour, I would have bought a sour, but I wasn't in the mood for a sour. I wasn't feeling sour, but it tastes tart. It smells great.
It's like a sweet tart. It's like a cranberry orange sweet tart. That's exactly what it reminds me of. It's got that tart of like an actual sweet tart candy. It's good.
What's crazy is this is 7% and it doesn't taste heavy. It doesn't have a heavy feel to it. So you could easily get effed up on a bunch of these pretty easy.
Right.
So I'm giving it a 6-9. I'll stick with it. All right, let's get into some Bills talk here, boys and girls.
We have to. I mean,
that
was already 6 days ago.
Hey, we got a mini bye week, right? Mini bye week.
Mini bye week.
All right, guys. Bills. What was the final score? Like, I didn't even write the score down. It was 19-23, I think.
Yeah,
or
19-20.
Jesus, dude. This is how
I think.
I'm going to apologize because a little unprepared this week on the podcast. Last week we had technical difficulties. This week I didn't.
You're unprepared.
I didn't get
You know what? I'd rather you be unprepared.
1923. Yeah, it is.
And we wing it, as opposed to having technical difficulties. And
technical difficulties nobody wants, because then we had the audio go out at the end of the podcast. The video went out at the beginning of the podcast. It was a bunch of shit. Yeah. So 1923 Bills, we started off strong in Houston with James Cook. He had that huge 45-yard run at the beginning of the game in the first half. He surpassed 1,000-yard rushing yards for the season already.
Fantastic.
It was a good start to the game, and then we missed the extra point right after that. I remember that, and I'm this is how these kind of games start, though, is like something good happens, and it gets washed away right away, right? Extra points missed, so basically we're trailing now. Houston, they have a top-ranked defense. They took over in the second half. They sacked Josh Allen 8 times in this one. Had a bunch of turnovers. They had a pick 6. It was called back, but essentially was a pick 6 in that. We had some injuries. The Bills kept, the game close, though, and then the fourth quarter we had a chance to win this thing. Both teams were trading punts. Bills get the ball back. And then on the final drive, we're in Houston territory. We need a touchdown. 4th and 6, throw it up to Palmer, falls short, gets picked off. And then I think a play or two before that was Gabe Davis, who caught it but couldn't get both feet in bounds. And basically that's the quick summary of the game. Nothing really too much that we missed in between there. It's a lot of getting after Josh Allen, getting sacked. James Cook having a good, big run. Ray Davis had a kick return for a touchdown in this game, which was a bright spot. First time since 2010 that we had a kickoff for a touchdown on the road. I don't know, man. It's just kind of some bright spots here and there, but it was a game we were always in it and just couldn't get the lead and maintain a lead.
This is one of those games, and I saw a lot of people blaming Joe Brady after this. And listen, if you want to blame Joe Brady, I'm all for it. But at the same time, you got to give equal blame to that offensive line and whoever our offensive line coach is. Because I told you this right before we went on the air, that Josh Allen only had 14 sacks in 17 games last year. Technically 16 because he only played one drive of the week 18 game last year. Mm-hmm. And then this year, he's already got 28 sacks after 11 games.
It's unacceptable.
He had 20 after 10 games because he had 8 in one game. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't understand what's going on with this offensive line. They were the best offensive line, and nothing has changed. It's the same players. I know Spencer Brown got hurt, but I'm seeing a lot of like plays and coverages where Deion Dawkins looks like he's just giving up on plays. A, that's unacceptable. B, I just don't know if he's just gassed, he's on the field too long, whatever it is, but he just looks lost out there. And then I go back to, if people want to blame Joe Brady, look, I get it, because when you stop running the ball with James Cook when he was effective, and the offensive line isn't holding up against the pass rush, and your quarterback had 12 quarterback hits, 8 sacks, you should probably run the ball a little bit more, and they stopped running the ball. I know the 45-yard run, padded his stats, and he was averaging like 5-something yards a carry on 7. He only had 17 carries throughout the game, and more than half of those were in the first half.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, though, because that's the point of running the ball, because you're going to break one out occasionally, right?
Exactly. That's what I mean, though.
You can't get away from that. That's why I was so mad in these other games that we're losing, and James Cook ends the game with 40 yards and we don't give him the rock. He's a focal point of this offense, especially because the Bills in this everybody eats Montrell with no superstar. Well, the superstar is your running back. Yeah, I mean, obviously Josh, but your running back. That's your skill position player. So I don't agree with this, except for that Carolina game where it was never, ever close and we just broke out in that game. I mean, James Cook had a good game then too, but we didn't really have to do much. Outside of that, like if we're losing a game or if these games are close, you have to be able to still run the ball when they're a one-possession game. I agree. I think play calling is really kind of what lost us on this. I watched a video where it was the one where Josh was visibly frustrated with, and he slammed his helmet. What's going on? He said, and it was the fourth down they didn't get, and they ran James Cook on third down, and he got stuffed, and he was heading back to the sideline to get like a drink, and they like, no, go back out there again, and he was already gassed, and he tried it again, and they got stuffed on fourth down. And I read somewhere that this was the only time in his career that he ran 5 consecutive plays in a row without taking a break. So he was trying to take a break. They said, no, get back out there. And he couldn't get the yard or 2 yards, which if he's tired and he's telling you, hey, man, I need a breather, stick Ray Davis in there. I mean, geez, we got these guys for a reason. Or drop another play with Ty because, you're not going to run it with Ty Johnson. You could do a play action and pitch it out to him, or have a QB sneak with Josh again, dude. I don't care. That always seems to work 95% of the time, right? So I think ultimately, though, play calling was pretty bad in this game, and more so the reason why we lost it. A lot of people are going to go, we lost to Davis Mills. That fucking defense beat us. Davis Mills played like Davis Mills, man. He's an average quarterback. He did what he had to do to not lose a game, and they didn't lose the game. Their defense sacking Josh 8 times. You can just chalk that up right there. You're not winning games. You're getting sacked 8 times.
They had 3 points in the second quarter. So this is another game where the Bills come out, they struggle in the first half with their defense, and then the second half they hold the offense to 3 or 6 or less points. Like, look at what what they did to the Buccaneers the week before. The Buccaneers had 12 points in the second half. They come out the next week, and the Texans only have 3 points in the second half. So the defense is figuring it out after the fact. For whatever reason, the first half just looks like absolute garbage from our defense. I understand we are riddled with injuries. We are,
and you know what though? I don't want to hear that because every team's got injuries. Every team's got injuries.
I get it. But our injuries, where they're coming from, are players that we added in the offseason.
It's key players. It's key players.
It's not like it's a bunch of just random guys getting hurt. No, it's Ed Oliver, who was playing lights out when he was healthy. It was Michael Hoyt. When he was healthy, he was one of our best players on defense. Matt Milano, I don't even know if he actually played last game. When he's healthy, great. I don't even know what's going on with him at this point. Landon Jackson
played, I think.
out for the season. He got hurt early last game or the week before. These are all positions that we were adding to help stop the run, help with the pass rush.
Yeah.
And now all these depth pieces that we've added to are getting hurt. So I understand where people are like, okay, this is why our defense is exactly the same it was last year, because all the pieces that we added to are getting hurt. So I understand I
don't understand the sacks though on the is our O line like, because Josh doesn't take sacks like that normally.
No, Josh is also holding on to the ball too long.
He is holding on to the ball a little longer. He almost got hurt, didn't he? Isn't this game where his elbow?
And
they tackled from behind, and he went down, dude, and he started doing that thing on the ground, and I'm like,
knees. I was like, oh my God, we're done. I'm like, all right, bring me 2026 in the new stadium.
I said, bring Mitch Trubisky in. Let me see what he's got left in the tank. Yeah, dude, that was scary when he went down. But that's weird though. 8 sacks, that's not normal. I get it, you're holding the ball, but
we did 14 total last year.
Tim Settle had a sack on us, his old teammate, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Will Anderson, 2.5 sacks. Danielle Hunter, 2 sacks. Danielle. Like, I call him Danielle because that's how it's spelled.
I know.
So you got 4.5 sacks between two guys right there, man. Like, that's insane. Milano, by the way, he did have 4 tackles and a tackle for loss.
But I honestly didn't see him.
I know. I do remember his tackle for loss because that was the only noteworthy tackle. But you're right. I mean, he's just kind of he's a shell of himself at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone next season, nor would I care.
Well, that's the worst part is if he was healthy. When he was healthy last year and the year before, he was literally our best player on defense. Now when he's healthy this year, I'm just like, oh, is Matt Milano playing? Like, yeah, he's playing, but I'm like, I don't see him.
Well, we've moved on, man. We've gotten other players that are now stepping into their own and becoming a key part. Like, dude, that was when he was in his prime. There wasn't a Dorian Williams, dude. Now Dorian Williams
looked great.
Looks
and
good.
Actually, when Matt Milano was hurt last year, I didn't think Dorian Williams deserved to lose his starting job over Matt Milano last year. But I like Dorian Williams. I think he is going to end up replacing Matt Milano next year, probably as the starter on that side of the ball.
My only prediction I got right, as far when I didn't bet it, even though I told other people to bet this, was Shakir on his bounce back game because he had 1 catch for -3 yards last week. Mm-hmm. He had a daughter last week, new baby girl. And he was going to rebound off a bad game. I said, watch out. Shakir's going to have a bounce-back game. He did. 8 for 110. He was our best guy. But here's where I'm surprised. Where's Shavers? What the fuck happened to this? We went balls deep with this guy. Everybody was praising him. We're thinking we don't need Keon Coleman. By the way, this is another game Keon didn't play. Yeah, but we're thinking, fine, we don't need him. Look what we did last week. Everybody is on that train. And my man didn't even record a target. I'm talking about Shavers. He didn't even record a target. Yeah. I don't understand what the goal. This has got to be play calling at this point. Is like there's not a reason. There's no reason why you have a game of 4 for 90 and a touchdown with a guy who had a breakout game, a career game, an important part of that offense the week before, and is not even targeted the next game.
It goes back to play calling.
What the fuck is that about?
It also goes back to the fact that the offensive line was dog shit all night. Josh Allen was under duress the entire night. He was hit 12 times, sacked 8. So you just hit 12 dropbacks. How many passes did Josh Allen make?
He was 24 of 34.
So 12 out of 34 he was hit. That's absolutely insane. Well, I don't even know if that counts towards that.
It might.
I don't even know how that works at that
All
point.
I know is I'm looking at 8 for 70 on sacks, and we didn't sack Davis Mills one time. We couldn't get but this has been the issue. Is like there's the pass rush is non-existent. I'm watching that, and we're kind of foreshadowing into some of the upcoming. I was going to talk about some games this past week, but that Colts and Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Which I predicted right, which they should have lost anyways.
They should have. I picked
the Chiefs, the Colts. I mean, the pass rush that was getting to the Chiefs earlier in that game, that first half especially. I go, Buffalo has never made Patrick Mahomes look this uncomfortable. The way that the Colts were making him look.
In the beginning of that game.
The beginning, you've never seen in any of the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes duels, you've never seen our defense make Patrick Mahomes look that uncomfortable that early in the game. And you need a pass rush. And I'm sorry, dude. Davis Mills, nothing special. I don't think that O-line is that great either because you saw C.J. Stroud was struggling earlier in the season. They didn't get anybody. Nope. So you're telling me with a backup quarterback at the helm, he throws 2 touchdowns and no interceptions and we don't sack him? It blows my mind with this defense of how atrocious we can be at times. And I've said it before, and you know it. It's either we get turnovers, and that's what we use to win the game, or we don't get turnovers, and the defense gives up a lot of yards, and we have to score a lot of points. 23 isn't even a lot, though. This is why I'm saying Davis Mills, 23 is probably league average. You got to score 30 to win these games. That's expected out of Bills. 19 points and 3 in the second half is not good.
I was going to say Davis Mills only had 153 yards. So the defense didn't give up a ton of points or a ton of yards.
Right.
So it's one of those where it's like the defense, they gave up 23 points, but the offense needed to do more. It's one of those games where if the offense just puts up 30 like we expect them to, we win this game easily. If Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, we win this game easily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough because I really think that the defense has been playing okay. We're not getting the quarterback pressures that we want to. But like I said last week, I think Jordan Poyer and Cole Bishop in that secondary are actually playing very good complementary football with each other in that secondary, and they're holding their own. And I think Jordan Poyer has been a phenomenal mentor to Cole Bishop. Cole Bishop has been having realistically a career year.
No, he's
been phenomenal. I don't know if this is his second or third year, but this is his best year that he's played for the Bills.
Yeah, it's still early, but this is his best year.
Not even as early. We thought he was dog shit at the beginning of the season, and then all of a sudden, week 3 or 4, he starts
training camp. He didn't look good, so you're right.
That's what I mean. Like, I think Cole Bishop has benefited from Jordan Poyer, and he looks absolutely fantastic.
Hairston got hurt in this game too.
Yeah, concussion. So he might be out this week too. Hopefully the mini bye helps and he can get back before we play the Steelers this week. But
I knew this real quick. Look at this though, and here I'm gonna throw the screen up here. I knew this was going to be the case, right? So Woody Mark's not really known for running the ball. He's kind of an all-purpose back, but they split with Chubb. I knew it. He had his best game rushing against the Bills. 44, 63, 69 up here, 62. Yeah. He goes for 74 against the Bills. He only caught the one pass, which I thought he would catch more, but a guy that splits carries, doesn't really run a lot. I mean, he gets he's not a 100-yard rusher type guy. He had his best game against the Bills. It's always these guys that have their best game against the Bills. I'm almost sick of it at this point, but that's the narrative.
No, you're right. I got to give Brandon Beane some credit because he did bring in pieces that were supposed to help against the run. A, they were suspended at the beginning of the season, and then B, they ended up getting injured throughout the season. And our injuries are just like, you might as well whip out the fucking scroll and pull out the injury report at this point, because that's just what it goes with the Bills. And I get it. Every other team goes through injuries, but my point is we bring in guys specifically for these positions, and those specific guys that we brought in are getting hurt, and we don't have the depth to back them up because they were the depth that we brought in. They were the guys that we brought in to help in these areas.
So who did we pick up then? I thought we picked up a pass rusher, or am I making this up? I know we got Brandon Cooks, but I thought we picked somebody up.
We also brought back Shaq Lawson. Okay. So we'll see what he
is that going to be a difference maker though? I don't know.
The biggest thing is that he's going to know the defense. He's going to know the system exactly. He's going to know the plays, all this other bullshit. It's going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, like Jordan Phillips last year. Jordan Phillips in the 2024-2025 season, when he got brought back, was lights out. Jordan Phillips this year, dog shit. I don't even know if he's on the team, actually. That's how bad he is.
I think he is, but he was I thought he was brought back, and then I don't know if he's played much, though. That's the only thing. Yeah, he might be practice squad or kind of like a reserve.
He might be reserve at this point, but it's another one of those things where it's like, all right, we're bringing him back in, another guy that knows the system. How about we start bringing in guys before the season that are actually good enough to learn this system and be contributors and be better, and not just bringing guys that are
ex-players. That's what or ex-Bills. That's the thing that's killing me. We're getting these guys, and I get it. We can get them for cheap. It's a quick fix where they don't need much time to get up to speed with the playbook and the terminology, and they understand the culture. Yeah, I get that. But you're getting guys that were just average, and then they were average when they left. And then guess what? They're going to be average when they get here again. Yeah. Nothing's changed. Like Shaq Lawson, dude. Okay. Maybe he'll move the needle.
He was good when he was here. But then again, that's just like Jordan Phillips.
Why are we getting Brandon Cooks? What the fuck is that?
You know, it's funny because I texted you
I know you did.
I said, hey,
guess who got released?
Brandon, well, he wanted to get traded before the deadline. And we both agreed. I said, hey, like, this might have been an okay trade for the Bills. The thing is that Brandon Cooks automatically comes into this offense and already might be our best deep threat, even with McCole Hardman on the team.
Dude, he's 31, dude. I don't know what he's got. I know, but I don't know.
Diggs is like 33. Like,
yeah, but
I know he's not Stephon Diggs.
But no, because Stephon Diggs is more of a route runner. He's not a speed guy. Brandon Cooks was never a route runner. He was only a deep threat.
That's fine.
Once you get, yeah, but once you get old, you lose your speed. That's the thing.
Isn't that old though? 31 isn't that old.
In the NFL, it's like you're 51, dude. So I don't know if he's got the speed. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. We had John Brown at the end of his career, and he was still burning people.
John Brown was fantastic.
He was still burning people.
Brown. That's right. McCole Hardman looked good when he was healthy last week. Like I said, I don't know if that drop and that fumble.
Yeah, I think they fucking said that.
You might be right, but I'm just saying he looked like he had some good speed last week. I know he was like 27 or 28, but
yeah, he's younger. He's young, so I mean, he's still got his legs, and he didn't have a lot of miles because of the injuries and him bouncing the team. So
Brandon Cooks is kind of the same way. He's been bouncing around.
He's been bouncing around, and he hasn't had. I would say you're right on that and the miles, because he has never been really the guy in probably the past 3 years. I'd say.
Here's the thing that drives
maybe longer.
Here's the thing that confuses me the most. We bring in Brandon Cooks, and then we release Elijah Moore.
I'm fine with
Elijah Moore looked okay when he got the ball. The problem is we're trying to spread this offense out like everybody eats mantra, and then we got Elijah Moore who has a couple of good games and he has a couple of good catches, has a couple of good touchdowns, and it's just like, okay, Elijah Moore looks pretty good, but we didn't use him enough, and then it's just like, all right, well, we're not using him. We need somebody that's a deeper threat than Elijah Moore.
He never caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah, Elijah Moore had a touchdown this year. Guaranteed. Look it up.
This dude's a bum, bro. I think he's got 3 catches on a year.
I bet you a McChicken this motherfucker had a touchdown.
I could use a McChicken. I didn't eat today.
All right. I'll bet you a McChicken then. I guarantee you Elijah
I'm not
Moore
betting anything, but I don't think he does.
No, we're betting it.
We're not betting anything.
If Elijah Moore had a touchdown, you owe me a McChicken. If you didn't, I owe you a McChicken.
What am I looking at? Stats. Here we go.
I don't know fucking know, man. I'm getting a McChicken out of this, though, because I guarantee you Elijah Moore had a touchdown this year.
Receiving. Moore's down here somewhere.
Elijah Moore.
0.
No.
Touchdowns. Yep.
Oh, hold on.
That's right here, dude.
Hold on.
0 touchdowns.
Hold on. Go to rushing.
He doesn't got a rushing touchdown, dude.
Rushing.
Elijah Moore.
Touchdown. Okay. Hey, we're half right. We owe each other a McChicken then. I'll buy myself a McChicken.
Kind of bullshit end around play that we draw up for this, dude. It don't fucking
matter. The dude had a fucking touchdown. I know Elijah Moore had a touchdown.
All right, so he had a rushing.
My bad, it wasn't a receiving.
He had a rushing touchdown. Our wide receiver had a fucking rushing touchdown. My bad, guy. My bad, guy.
I'm just saying. I remember number 18 in the end zone.
I'll give it to you.
All right, my bad.
My bad.
All right, so Elijah Moore wasn't that good for the Bills. I'll stand corrected on that. You know what?
So, but I don't think but here's my point though, is like, all right, so we dump Elijah Moore, we pick up Brandon Cooks. There's no upgrade there. There's no upgrade there.
Brandon Cooks a better deep threat than Elijah Moore.
Sure, but I mean, overall, there's no upgrade there. I don't know.
I'll give it a tick.
Do you think?
I'll give it a tick.
Is he going to be a better locker room guy? Is he going to bring veteran leadership because he's older?
We don't need that. Elijah Moore wasn't going to be that. Brandon Cooks isn't going to be that. They're just coming in. They're going to be these guys. Also, I think Elijah Moore was kind of ready to go. I saw before he got released, he changed his Instagram profile to his Browns.
But here's the thing, dude. He didn't. He came to the team hoping to win a spot, and he was like 5th in the depth chart, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think he thought that was going to happen. Look, at the beginning of the season, I thought it could be anybody's game because Keon, we knew Keon and Shakir were going to be up there, but realistically, Keon, we didn't know much. So you had a chance to be a number 2 on this team at the minimum.
No, there's no way. So you got Keon Coleman.
Nobody was proven.
Khalil Shakir.
I said number 2. I said I got Shakir fine, but I'm saying Keon Coleman wasn't even proven at this point. So who else is after him?
But they didn't bring him in to be number.
No, but Josh I'm saying Palmer, it was up for grabs.
It was not.
It could have been. Palmer had a shot too. They all had shots.
Shakir, Coleman were 1, 2, and 3.
But it wasn't. I don't think that was.
At best, Elijah Moore was number 4. Then Shavers.
He had. What I'm saying is,
who's our 6th wide receiver? Fucking the dude that's always hurt. Number 1. Samuel. So yeah, he was.
I didn't say that he was going to beat. I said he had a chance to compete because coming into this team, you're like, look, from the outside looking in, you're like, nobody on this team is like great.
True.
He's thinking to himself, I could probably he could earn it throughout the season, be at least a number 2. So I don't know, man. It didn't work out.
You're right. Dude. That's absolutely right.
It didn't work out.
I didn't look at it that way. I'm just looking at like, okay, Khalil Shakir was our number 1.
No, we have our number 1.
We brought in Josh Palmer, probably the number 2.
And you paid him, but guess what? We paid Samuel the 3.
That dude's a fucking bust.
But we paid him, so you can't even use the fucking paid thing.
I hope we cut him after this year. I would have rather have caught Curtis Samuel over Elijah Moore, because at least Elijah Moore is fucking healthy.
Yeah.
Get rid of Curtis Samuel because we're paying him all this
Big
money.
facts.
If we can cut him now and not pay his salary for next year and not have a hit against our salary cap, fine. Get rid of Curtis Samuel. He was one of our biggest busts. I had very, very high expectations for him. I thought he was going to be Deebo Samuel light. I thought we were going to use him like Deebo Samuel. I thought he was going to act like Deebo Samuel, but we didn't use him like that. He's hurt all the goddamn time, and when he's healthy, he's just.
Well, we're not using him though. I know it's just not out there. So that I don't know. I just think going back to the paid. We paid Palmer, right? And I was just using Samuel as an example because we paid Samuel the $33 million 3 years.
24.
And you would think, okay, he's at least gonna be our second, third guy, right? No.
He's like
so Palmer, we paid Palmer. What I'm saying was there was no guarantee just because we paid a guy that he was going to plug in. That was my whole point. It was like Elijah Moore, he could have been like a guy that could have easily made his way to number 2. We don't have a superstar. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's move on here, though. I want to get into the Steelers game. Real quick, This is wild to me. The game's at 425. That's not what's wild. The wild part is the Bills are favored by 3.5 on the fucking road.
Don't agree
on the road after a loss to the Texans.
I understand I understand that Aaron Rodgers has a left wrist injury, fractured wrist. He's more than probable to play this weekend. He didn't play last weekend, but to be 3.5-point favorites on the road in Pittsburgh. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it really, really does not make any sense to me why the Bills are favored in this game.
Pittsburgh didn't practice Wednesday, but plans to participate Thursday and Friday.
He'll play. It's a non-throwing hand.
He's got to play, dude. They look terrible with Mason Rudolph. They don't look good with Aaron Rodgers either, but they look worse with Rudolph. But dude, you already know like Mason Rudolph isn't the guy. I'm surprised they didn't put Will Howard in, dude. I'm waiting to see Will Howard.
Mason Rudolph almost he played competitive against the Bills 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. In the playoff game, yeah.
So that Mason Rudolph being terrible is not
I'm not even going to judge any backup quarterbacks because Davis Mills technically won a game, so I can't judge anybody at this point.
That's what I mean.
But yeah, dude, Mason Rudolph, who cares? I don't know if the spread is accounting for that. You seem to think it is because there's honestly no reason and why the Steelers should be underdogs at home. I get they lost and we lost and we're technically a game better than them, but the home team automatically should get 3 points.
Yeah.
So now we're at a pick'em, and then if we're at a pick'em, they don't really ever do pick'ems. You just give 1.5. I'm fine with us being a 1.5 dog.
I'm fine with being a dog.
A 1.5 dog is fine, but that's realistic.
The Bills are 3-4.
Makes no sense.
The Bills are 3-4 in their last 7 games. They should not be favorites in a game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are tied for the lead in their division, who are also above 500 and home. Like,
the home is the kicker.
That's the kicker for me too. Like, I don't know. I understand Bills fans travel well, but it's much harder for Bills fans to get tickets in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh fans are just as diehard of fans.
Oh yeah, those are good fans. Those are good fans.
Like, Bills fans and Steelers fans are like 1A, 1B when it comes to their teams and how loyal they are. They're not really going to give up their tickets unless the fucking money is absolutely right. Like, we know Vinny has sold a couple of his games this year.
The money's right.
But the money's right. The games that he sold paid for his entire season. So the 2 games that he sold paid for his entire season tickets. Like, that's businessman smart right there.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but Pittsburgh being underdogs is a shock to me.
It's a little wild. So we know the Bills have struggled to win on the road. They're 2-3 away this season. We only have one more AFC East game left too. Game, and that's the Patriots later in the season. Rodgers missed last week to injury, expected to be back. He's got 21 touchdowns for them this year, which I think is an improvement over last year. Like they were kind of hit or miss with Fields and Wilson. It was kind of all over the place. I don't think he was the answer, but he's definitely a serviceable quarterback, and he's a veteran leader on that team. Lessons from last week here. We're seeking some consistency after, we're alternating win-loss at this point. So we need to get it back on the win streak. The turnovers, 9 in the past 3 contests. That's a concern. We're still averaging 28 points a game, and we have the league's best rushing attack, but the turnovers, man, too. Like we had some boneheaded mistakes in that Tampa game, and what was the game before that where Josh fumbled? The Miami game, So, and I think we cleaned it up a little bit, right? What do we have? 1?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we had last week. I think Josh had.
I think it was just 1.
I think it was 1 actual interception. He might have had 2, but I think 1 might have been
it's not even important.
A receiver caused or an RCI. Or receiver caused interception. I might be totally wrong. I know he might have had the fumble too.
Let's see, box score.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, 2 picks, no touchdowns.
I think 1 was and
Shakir had a fumble, so we had 3 turnovers again.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Thought we did better. No, we didn't. We're the same.
It's one of those things. I think Josh had an actual interception.
And then he had deflected one
where he got deflected and bounced up.
It was the last interception of the game. That I don't count that shit because we're throwing Hail Marys. I don't count that shit.
You weren't really throwing a Hail Mary. We're on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we're throwing 20 yards. We need a first down. I get that one. That one he was trying to force for the winner, but
that was the one where he was pointing. There's pass interference on them, and the ref was like, pass interference,
offense,
delay, offense. And it's just like, holy fuck, you got to be that fucking dramatic about it, dude. It was kind of funny. I saw the memes about that. That ref was ready to call it on the offense.
Pittsburgh did lose last week to Chicago.
That was shocking.
I picked it right.
I picked it right too. I might have.
I think you might have. I don't know.
I actually think I did pick it right.
I'm taking Chicago at home. Right, they're number 1 in the division. They're riding this kind of wave right now. Honestly, I don't even know if I knew Mason Rudolph was going to be the quarterback at that point. That was just icing on the cake on the top there. But it's the Bears. Despite they don't look the greatest in their winning games. They're kind of like the Steelers. Their defense is good, somewhat. Their quarterback is halfway decent. He's been kind of making plays, but they don't really like it. Was like DJ Moore, Odunze. They got some guys on offense here. The running back play has been very inconsistent. Swift has a good game, and then he doesn't have a good game. He has a good game. He doesn't. Now they got Monungai in there doing stuff. So they're kind of all over the place. Colston Loveland's really coming to his own there. But I'm digressing here, talking about the Bears. So they lose to the Bears. They're coming off a loss. We're coming off a loss. They're going to be. Yeah, they're going to be hungry too. This is a game that the Bills I don't think will take for granted, but you definitely can't because we'll slip up and lose this game easily, even if Mason Rudolph's a quarterback, and then we're never going to hear the end of it. And I think there's going to be some changes if we lose this game.
If we lose this game, Joe Brady's absolutely fired, 100%. You could have told me last week. I watched last week's game, and I was very in my feels after last week's game. I said, fire Brandon Beam, fire Joe Brady.
You were firing everybody.
Fire Sean McDermott. We're at the point where not one head coach has won a Super Bowl after 7 seasons with the same quarterback, and we're on year 8 with Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott has to be on the hot seat at this point. Has to be. Joe Brady, his seat's got to be on fucking fire at this point. If he has another bad game this week, even if the Bills win it, if he has another bad game, though, and the Bills win because of defense and special teams, Joe Brady's got to get fired. Has to get fired at this point. You can't go into... You can't... We're on the point, if we lose this game, we're out of playoffs. We're fighting to get into playoffs at this point.
So, I'm looking at this headline here. Cook grateful for a chance to play with Special Allen. This is what you have to say as far as the media is concerned, but... realistically, is this dude even going to be playing this week? I don't even think he plays. I don't even think maybe he gets a snap. Brandon Cooks, he ain't playing this week.
Oh, Brandon Cook, yeah, he'll play. He's already on the roster. He's already upgraded the 53-man. We signed him yesterday, and he's already on the 53-man roster this week. That's why we released Elijah Moore.
He doesn't know the playbook. He doesn't know anything. What are we going to do? Run go routes? Just go routes?
Yeah. You're just going to give him a go route. Hey, here's what we're going to do. You're going to, it's like when backyard football, when you're holding the football as the all-time quarterback, you're going to do this. You're going to slant left a little bit, and then make a quick cut right, and I'm going to throw you the fucking ball. That's what Josh is going to fucking do in the huddle. Hey, Brandon, we're going to throw you the ball this time. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go up, go left, go right, quick slant back left, and I'm going to throw you the fucking ball right there. That's all you're going to do. Like, that's all. Literally, Josh is going to tell him what to do this entire weekend.
32 years old,
I don't give
31.
a fuck how old he is. I don't give a fuck how old he is. I'm telling you right now, that's not that old for a wide receiver. Running back, maybe. Wide receiver, not that old. I really believe that running backs take a lot more hits and a lot more energy against them. Like,
no, that's true.
I
but
just think that 32 is not that old. Stephon Diggs is the same age. And Stephon Diggs is still balling out. He's doing what he has to do for his team. He's not a number one like he was when he was here, but he's still balling out for the Patriots. And he's making Drake May look like an MVP.
So look at this. So 2021 was his last 1,000-yard season. Then he went to 700, then 650, then 250, and then he had fucking 10 catches this year.
Was 2021 the year, was that, were those Deshaun Watson years? I can't remember if Deshaun Watson was a quarterback in 2021 or if that was the year before that. But while you're looking that up, I had a neighbor ask me, is Brandon Cooks any good? And I said, he's shown flashes. He can be good. And I said, the biggest thing is I think this is his best quarterback that he's ever played with. Even if Deshaun Watson was his quarterback in 2020 and 2021, I still think Josh Allen's better than Deshaun Watson.
No, 2020 was the last year, but he had 1,000 yards that year too.
But yeah, he did. So 2021, he had 1,000 yards. I don't know who the quarterback was in 2020-21 for the Texans.
That's when they moved around because he got suspended that year.
Yeah, so
21 was a suspended year.
That time.
But look at 2020, he still had
1150.
He had 81 catches and 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. But he was fucking 6 years younger, dude.
It doesn't matter. But I really think that Brandon Cooks is probably he's already our best deep threat that we have on the team, even with McCole Hardman, whether he's actually injured or not. We didn't cut McCole Hardman, so he might actually be injured.
I don't think they're going to cut him, though, because they'll use him as a special teams. I think they'll work on him, and he'll be a special teams guy. I think so, yeah. I think he'll just be a special teams guy. They'll bring him back for a... Oh, they did?
They did.
Okay.
They brought back Hodgington because of that. So
who knows?
I think he might actually, that's what I mean. He might actually be injured because they brought back Hodgington.
Yeah, that's true. So real quick, looking at the injury report here, and then we'll move on. Let's see. Josh was on the report today, but he did have a full practice in with that elbow. Terrell Bernard did not practice today, elbow.
Wonderful.
Bosa, wrist, full practice, though, so he'll be good to go. Spencer Brown, shoulder, did not practice. Deion Dawkins, concussion, did not practice. Reggie Gilliam, knee. I didn't know Reggie was hurt.
I didn't know Deion
full
Dawkins
practice.
was injured.
Yep, Deion, concussion, so where did that fucking come from?
That must have been on the plane ride home. Same as JJ McCarthy.
Tylen Grable, concussion, but is he even on the starter? Did he get concussed in practice? I don't think Grable's a starter. Maxwell Harrison, concussion, limited practice, though.
Yeah, that's
Daquan Jones, sick, did not practice. He should be fine. Kincaid, hamstring, did not practice. I thought he had a limited today, but I thought he had a limited.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Dude, if he doesn't suit up again, we're in trouble, dude, because he's been a proven focal point of this team.
And that's the problem that I have. When we're talking about Kincaid needing to play for this offense, he's a fucking tight end.
Well,
just because he's our number one tight end, like the 49ers are fine without George Kittle when they have a full, healthy wide receiver group.
They didn't even have Ricky Pearsall, and they were winning games.
That's what I mean.
But they got C-Max.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of, real quick stat, C-Mac has the most receptions out of everybody in the NFL
He's the
this
fucking
year.
man, dude.
81 receptions.
I'm so mad I couldn't get him, and I wanted him this year.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dude, no, I was going to get him, and Rob took him right before me.
Yeah.
I literally was about to pick him.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's why I didn't want to pick number 4. I should have tried to pick number 4 away. Anyways. Justin Jefferson sucks.
No, he doesn't suck.
No, he doesn't.
Fucking JJ McCarthy is terrible.
Actually,
dude.
Cody Manning Jr. might fucking play this week.
Dude, Max Brosmer.
Look at it. All right, look at it. Let's bring it back. Let's reel it back in. We'll back to the Bills. Bills talk. Back to the injury report. What were we talking about?
I was going through the injury report. Kincaid being injured.
Yes, Kincaid being like a focal point of the offense. I understand he's good. Dawson Knox was also good, but we shouldn't be like, oh my God, this offense needs our tight end. Like, tight ends like secondary compared to wide receivers. You should have wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, then your tight end number 1. With the fact that we're going tight end number 1, wide receiver number 1, wide receiver number 2.
That doesn't have to be like that, though.
But that's how it is.
The Chiefs had fucking Kelsey as their 1.
Ish. Kelsey sucked this year, but then you got
I'm talking about
Rice,
like
Xavier Worthy.
Him and Tyreek were like 1A, 1B, but they were like.
Kelsey is a fucking unicorn when it comes to tight
But I'm
ends.
saying you could have.
No.
Hold on.
Kincaid is not a unicorn.
Hold on.
We draft him to be a unicorn.
Buddy from fucking Baltimore, dude. Mark Andrews. Prime Mark Andrews was the one, too.
Yeah.
I'm saying they can be done.
But that's because they ran fucking Lamar Jackson like he was a running back. The Bills aren't doing that with Josh Allen anymore. Josh Allen doesn't fucking run anymore, which drives me nuts. That dude needs to fucking run. I feel like that dude plays his best when first play of the game, give him the fucking ball, designate a run, let him go fucking truck stick somebody, and that dude's adrenaline is going to go to 1,000. And that's going to propel him the rest of the game, and he's going to fucking ball out.
Play calling is just the issue there. It's all play calling.
At this point, Josh Allen's been in this league long enough, and he's proven that
he's not going off script, though.
He needs to.
He's not going off script.
I think Joe Brady's younger than him at this point. You're telling me that Joe Brady's probably not younger than him, but I'm saying Josh Allen has been doing this long enough that he needs to go off script. I do this shit at work all the time. I have somebody tell me what to do. I'm just like, you know what? I disagree. I'm going to do it this way because I think it's right, because I have common sense and I have just as much knowledge, if not more than you. So I'm telling you, I really think that Josh Allen needs to just grow a fucking pair of balls.
Peyton Manning did it.
Exactly. Pull Peyton Manning, call an audible, call your own fucking play, and that's what you need to do.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
I have no more faith in Joe Brady.
This is the week here because we drop this one and we go down.
We'll be 7-5 out of the playoffs.
We're not out of playoffs.
Yes,
it's a wild card. It's a wild card.
If we lose, we're out of the playoffs because Pittsburgh jumps us.
It's a wild card.
I'm telling you, if we lose, we are out of playoffs. We're 7th in the standings right now. Jacksonville jumped us. Jacksonville jumped us. We are 7th. If we lose, Pittsburgh is in. Pittsburgh is in. 7-5, 7-5. Bills lost to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is in.
Well, mathematically we're not out, but yes, you'd like to be. You want to keep winning. You want to control your own destiny.
If the week ended this week, the Bills will be out if we lose to the Steelers.
I can't believe Jacksonville won too.
Jacksonville is 7-4. They are the most surprising 7-4 fucking team.
No. Wow, this is the most 8-3 surprising.
Chicago Bears 8-3, leading that division is the most shocking thing. I'm telling you, if you would have put $1 on the Bears winning the division this year and they actually pull it out, that shit was probably plus 20,000.
Real quick, I just want to recap a couple games before we get into the pick'ems.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just bitching over here.
We're rambling.
We're having good conversation.
Okay, we already briefed on it a little bit. That Colts-Chiefs game goes to overtime. They lose by 3, obviously. Dude, they blew that game because
Colts were up 20-3 or 20.
They were I'm saying they were dominating that game and let them back in, and they let them off the gas there, and Chiefs win that one. No surprise. I picked the Chiefs. They should have lost, but they always find a way. They always find ways to win these type of games, and this week they'll probably win against the fucking Cowboys at home, on the road. But the Chiefs always manage to make the playoffs. I would love for them to get blown out in this game. Steelers Bears, we talked about. Bears are surprising 8-3 team leading the division. The Ravens beating the Jets 23-10. That was close for a while. It was like a 7-point game the whole game. I think Lamar, since he's been back, like they've been winning, but they haven't even looked that good winning. So the Ravens this year, God forbid we have to see them in the playoffs, look beatable. They look human. Giant
should have beat us the first week.
The Giants and the Lions, that was one of the best games I've ever watched.
And the Giants almost won that game.
Dude, Jameis Winston catching a touchdown pass.
Nobody had it in the fucking bingo card. You would have won.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, obviously, Jackson Dart is the future, but Jameis Wilson, he wins these games and he plays like this every time he's on a new team.
He is so fucking fun to watch. I wish Jameis I wish Jameis could fucking just play every single fucking week on a new team. Just be like, all right, we'll take Jameis this week. Yeah, so that way he can throw fucking 300 plus yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. But we're gonna be fun, we're gonna be exciting, and we're gonna be competitive in this game. The Raiders could use him. The Browns, not the Browns looked okay with Shador. The Saints could use him. The Titans could use him. Jameis looks fucking fun to watch. Is fun to watch.
3 games left here to talk about. I'm skipping the Jags, even though that went to overtime. Fuck the Jags and Cardinals. Nobody cares. Cleveland and the Raiders. Another game I predicted correctly.
Me too.
No, you didn't. You picked the Raiders. You did pick the Raiders at home. I told you, dude. I'm like, Shador starting. I said that he's going to provide the spark that they need, and he did. He looked good. He wasn't great, but he looked good. He didn't run the ball.
Very good.
He had 200 yards passing.
He was running to his right. Sorry, he was running to his right or left and threw a nice deep ball. And Myles Garrett's reaction was just like, holy shit.
We don't throw deep balls.
I know. Gabriel couldn't do that shit. Joe Flacco wasn't doing that. And Myles Garrett's just like, a quarterback that can throw, and I'm going to break the all-time sack record this year. Let's go. So.
Yeah, no, that was fun, dude. Unfortunately, that game I could not get on local TV. I wanted to watch that because it was a 4
Red Zone.
It was a 4 o'clock game. I know, but I don't have Red Zone.
You have Red Zone. I gave you Spectrum.
Mother of God. All right, so I'm gonna watch that on Red Zone. The Eagles and Cowboys. What a comeback for the Cowboys. Eagles leading 21-0. I think after the first half there, and then 21-7 in the first half, and then it was a 7-10 third and fourth quarter for the Cowboys. Total collapse by the Eagles. I didn't see that one. No. Saquon Barkley still nothing this year. Just absolute goddamn nothing this year.
60 yards, and they were up 21-0 at half, and they lose 24-21 in overtime. Like, hello.
Well, this is the thing. They just fucking tush push all the time. So Jalen Hurts gets all these touchdowns, gets all the accolades. When it's AJ Brown 110 in the receiving and a touchdown, we knew he was going to eat. That's a soft defense matchup for him. I don't know, man. That game, I thought it would be a good game. It ended up being a good game that they came back and won that. And then the last game I want to talk about is Tampa and the Rams. Yes, it's a blowout on paper. Baker gets hurt though in that game. Insert Teddy Bridgewater. We don't know. I don't think Baker's injury status as of now. He needs to play because that team is already down everybody on offense except Bucky Irving should be coming back this week. He's healthy.
I got a notification
too
from Sleeper because I'm in way too many fucking fantasy leagues, which is hurting my fantasy league value this year. But I got a couple notifications that he is healthy now and should be starting this week. So,
all right, let me get in the schedule for.
You want to go over the pick'ems from last week?
Pick'ems for last week. I know. I'm just getting this up, and then we'll do pick'ems for last week, and I got to get my notes.
You went 10-4.
Yeah, I think there was only 14
there wasn't
games.
15 games?
Unless I counted wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
I swear I went 10-5.
All right, guys, we're going to recap last week, and then we'll get into the pick'ems for this week. Sorry, we are going to probably run a little longer this episode. And maybe not, because we started at 7:15, so I think we're right on track. Jeff's counting last games because he doesn't believe there was 14 games last week.
Yeah, I went 10-5. One wrong?
Are you sure?
No, I got 10 right, but one of my picks was a tie.
That was wrong, so you got that wrong.
So I got that one wrong. No, Atlanta.
They won. You got a tie wrong. The tie's wrong. There's no wrong.
Yeah,
There's
Atlanta
no tie.
won, so that's wrong.
Yeah,
So
counted
1,
that.
2.
I counted it.
3, 4.
All right. Anyways, so 10-4. I didn't miscount both of us.
Who were on the buys last? Who were on the buys? I thought only 2 teams were on the buy last week. I thought the teams that played overseas were on the buys.
There's 14, dude. All right, we're moving on.
All right, you know what? That's fair.
We're moving on.
That's
so
fair.
10-4 last week, 11-3 for me. That brings me to 111 on the year. You're 109 on the year. Got a nice little 2-game cushion on you. We both got our
technically because you got one more.
Oh yeah, I got the bonus bet right.
Yeah, so
Nico Collins didn't hit his 75. Allen didn't get his anytime.
Nico had 55 at the half.
I know. And
And ended with 55.
I know, dude.
He had no catches in the second half. This is 2 weeks in a row.
Bad beat.
This is like, okay, this is the second time. It was a couple times where we picked Jettas.
Oh, that was the worst. That was the worst.
72 at the half.
That was the worst.
That was the worst one. But Nico at 55 at the half.
20 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the schedule here for this week.
Here we go.
Thursday games.
Thursday game. Lots of Thanksgiving games tomorrow. Guys, if you're listening tonight, tomorrow is one of the best days of the year. We got 3 games of football starting at 12:30 in the afternoon. We got Thanksgiving dinner. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you get to go somewhere and you just get to eat a shit ton of really good fucking food. Pig out, unbuckle your fucking belt, and just sit down and watch some football for the afternoon of the entire day. It's one of the best days of the year. I look forward to Thanksgiving every year. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
I like Thanksgiving. I do like Thanksgiving. Football all day.
That's what I mean.
Good food.
And it's gotten to the point in my life where I don't have to dress up anymore.
No, you don't dress up. You
I can just show up
in sweatpants.
Sweatpants. I could even just wear a nice fucking polo and sweatpants at this point.
You can just wear a bathing suit.
I'm not wearing a bathing suit.
You can wear a bathing suit and some flip-flops, dude.
I ain't doing all that, but I'll wear some sweatpants.
All right, I'm starting us off here. Green Bay, Detroit, 1 o'clock. We're kicking off. Didn't they used to do early games? This is different.
Detroit's always been at 1 o'clock.
No. Didn't they used to do an early game?
12:30.
Yeah, I thought it was a little earlier. Maybe not.
I thought it was 12:30 and 4.
Okay, well, anyways, they might have just pushed it out a half hour.
You know what? There's a college game out at 12 tomorrow. It starts. It's a random college. I think is trying to push them 12 o'clock Thursday.
There is some college basketball tournaments going on this week for Feast Week. Shout out to Feast Week.
Feast Week is fun.
A lot of dude. There were 68 games 2 days ago. I think there was another 60 games this. Dude, it's college basketball all day, and I'm off this week. Dude, I'm off this week. I'm just watching games constantly.
You're off all week?
All week, dude.
Hell yeah,
I've been watching games all week.
Nice.
Let's start off with the Green Bay at Detroit game.
All right. I wrote.
Look at divisional matchup here. I know you went ahead already.
I just wrote real quick. I just wrote everybody down that I thought.
Detroit. Yep. Let's
I'm
go.
gonna put my pen down. I can't even change nothing.
You can't change those. Kansas City at Dallas. Give me Kansas City.
I'm going Dallas on this one. Dallas at home. I
want to lose this game.
I want Dallas to win this game.
And I want to lose, but I know they're going to win.
City.
Look, I know
because
that
if Kansas City goes to 6-6, that's great for the Bills. If the Bills make the playoffs and Kansas City doesn't,
if Kansas City makes
their kryptonite.
If Kansas City makes the playoffs and we don't, I'm jumping off the. All right, Cincinnati at Baltimore, the late game.
I'm going Baltimore, even though Joey's
back.
Maybe he wants to play.
It's not confirmed.
I thought he was going to be back last week, and he wasn't.
I want to pick Cincy so bad.
Me too. But even with Joe Burrow, that offensive line is so bad, and that defense is so bad.
Chase back, Higgins out.
And Trey Hendrickson has looked like a shell of himself this year, even though he got paid.
That's what happens.
He's going to be gone.
Give me Baltimore. I'll match you on that one. The Friday game, we got a little Black Friday at 3:00, and I remember watching this last year. I like the Black Friday games, just kind of midday. If nothing's going on, you got football on.
You got some leftovers turkey dinners. You know what I did last year? If you want a little secret recipe for this year,
here it is.
Go pick up the little egg roll wraps from Tops or Wegmans, and you put your turkey, your mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy, a little bit of cranberry sauce in it, roll them up. Put a little butter on top, air fry them.
Okay. Get a little spicy. Bro, I like it.
They're so fucking good.
That sounds like something I need to eat right now.
Leftover egg roll.
I need a little egg rolls right now.
They're so good.
Chicago, Philly. Give me the fucking Eagles at home. Fuck these foo-foo
I'm taking the Eagles as well.
There ain't no way.
The Eagles, if you said gun to your head, do you think the Bears could win? I'd say yeah. I think
they could win.
Look at this. Win. The Bears shouldn't win.
No, the Eagles are coming off a fucking terrible loss on the road, dude. They get back home. It's a get-right spot, dude.
I think the Eagles are kind of shams at this point.
They are, but this is a get-right spot. They win this at home.
They're in shambles right now. The Eagles are in shambles. They should win.
Well, you pick against them then, dude. Pick against them then, dude.
No, I'm picking the Eagles because they're home.
You're so confident over there.
If the Bears were home, I'm taking the Bears.
Nope. Still no.
Yeah.
No, bounce back.
Home.
It's a bounce back.
No, if the Bears are home, I'm taking the Bears.
Let's go Sunday game starting off early here. San Fran, Cleveland.
I wish I could go to this game.
I could go to this game.
Technically, I could go.
I actually could probably just drive there and go to this game.
It's a 3-hour drive.
With tickets as low as 30, I might just do that.
Should we go to the game on Sunday?
I could just drive there.
I got a couple of 49ers jerseys.
You don't want to watch the Bills game?
They're at 4:25.
You're not gonna be.
We go watch on the way home.
This would be a good fucking game too.
You leave Cleveland, you jump on the 90. You don't need a GPS. You just jump on the 90. You can watch it.
We got drunk Jeff telling us we're gonna be going to the Cleveland game on Sunday at 1 p.m.
Let me go home and tell me, hey, Chris, I'm going to the Cleveland on Sunday morning. I'm leaving around like 7 in the morning.
Don't worry, I'll be back by 5.
I'll be back by 5 in the morning Monday for work. Thanks.
Dude, this is a tough one because I want to root for Shador in this case, but I'm going to go San Francisco. Yeah.
Brock Purdy had a horrible. He had 3 interceptions in the first half last week and still won that game.
They did play Carolina though.
Carolina also had just as many turnovers.
I'm switching my pick. I'm going to Cleveland.
All right, I'm taking San Francisco.
Just because, look at San Fran, travel spot, home, coming away, East Coast, coming off a bad loss. Cleveland coming off a big win. I mean, usually you want to fade that type of situation, but give me Cleveland on this one. Jacksonville, Tennessee. Give me Jacksonville. Tennessee is absolute trash. I don't think I'm going to pick them all year, so it don't matter.
Tennessee might have gone 0-17 if they didn't have that most random fucking win. I don't even remember what it was.
It was probably the Raiders.
It was like week 2 or 3.
It had to be the Raiders, dude. The Raiders would lose to them.
I think it might have been Jacksonville. Can you look that up real quick?
Yeah,
Jamie, look that up.
I'll look it up on my phone.
Jamie, look that up. I think. Hold on. Okay, hey Google. When did the Titans win a game this year? Titans unrated season wins was against the Cardinals.
Okay, so the Cardinals are bad.
October 5th.
And guess what? I bet you what's his face?
22-21.
Kyler Murray is probably playing that game too. So.
Yeah. 1-yard touchdown pass.
Absolute trash bags.
Yeah.
All right, Jacksonville it is. That's easy.
Okay.
Tickets as low as $11 if you're in the Tennessee area. Houston and Indianapolis. I'm
going Indy on this one. I have to. Houston should not have beaten the Bills if it wasn't for the play calling for the Bills. It's in Indy. I think I got to look it up, but I think Indy, their record, I think they're undefeated at home and haven't won on the road.
They might be, or they might have like one loss, but
or something like that.
Again, this is a bounce back spot. Losing that game to Kansas City, they should have won that game. Coach is going to tear him a new asshole. That's an easy win there. Miami, New Orleans at Miami. I'm taking Miami at home. Battle of two shit teams, but I'll take the lesser of the two. Atlanta at New York.
I'm taking Atlanta.
I want to take Atlanta.
I took Atlanta already. I already wrote it down.
I might take New York here on at home.
It's not a bad beat.
Atlanta's not good this year. They got Kirk Cousins in there, but
Atlanta, they just have these games. They beat the Bills. Never should have happened.
I think New York was just competitive enough last week with the Ravens.
You're right.
They were competitive enough with the Ravens. I think they can hold their own against Atlanta. They're home.
That's a very good point.
So I'll take that. That might bite me in the ass, but I'll take New York at home.
I think I'm just going to take Atlanta because I believe in Kirk D. Cousins.
Well, they're a better team. They still are the better team, but I'm just going to take the home team.
They got Bijan. They got
they got the players.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, that's true. Arizona at Tampa. Tampa ranked spot. Even with Teddy Bridgewater, I'm still taking Tampa.
Yeah, I hope Baker Mayfield comes back sooner than later for Tampa, but
Jacoby Brissett almost threw for like 400 yards last week, dude.
Bro, Jacoby Brissett actually looks like a good quarterback. I'm like,
but this is what I'm saying. You guys got Kyler.
Who's this guy?
You guys got Kyler Murray in there. He can't even see over his offensive line, and you got this 6'4" guy back there.
I'm gonna throw it down there somewhere. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go play Call of Duty. All right, so he's done, dude.
Yeah,
that guy's washed. The Rams, the Rams at the Panthers, and this one is easy to pick. I'm taking the Rams on the road. They're just a far better team. You're not going to take Carolina this week?
No, I'm not taking Carolina this week. I took the Rams as well. The Rams are the best team in football right now.
They are.
The fact that they got rid of Aaron Donald, retired. They lost for a couple. They got rid of they didn't have first round draft picks because they traded for Matthew Stafford to the Lions or from the Lions.
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy shit, the Lions or the Rams should have been bad for the last like 3 years, and they almost went to the Super Bowl last year. They're one of the best teams in the NFL this year. It's just like, holy shit. Sean McVay is coach of the fucking year at this point. And honestly, if we fire Brandon Beane, you better go pick up the assistant general manager for the fucking Rams at this point and be like, hey, you were with the Rams last year, the last like 7 years. Why don't you come over here to Buffalo real quick and turn this team around? Because we got Josh Allen, who is a once in a generation player who is probably never going to fucking sniff a Super Bowl with what we have right now. That's how I feel about the Rams. That's how fucking good they are.
They're good. Devontae Adams, bounce back year, leading the league in receiving touchdowns. He went to New York last year because Rodgers wanted him there. But this just goes to show you, man. I mean, look, the better quarterback is Matt Stafford, and he's finding a way to get this guy the ball in the red zone. And most of his touchdowns are on the goal line, dude. Kyron Williams is losing touchdowns to their wide receiver because they're throwing fade routes at the 1 yard line to Devontae Adams, and it's working. Devontae Adams, great receiver, always liked him. Glad he's healthy this year. Minnesota at Seattle. Seattle.
Other best. Probably the
second best. I go
probably
second.
Second or third
you
best.
You got the Indy? What do you got, Indy?
Yeah. Second and third best team in the NFC. So in the same division as the Rams, but they're probably the second or third.
I think they split this year, so it's hard to tell, but I got the Rams slightly still above them, even though they split. Too. Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Buffalo.
We have to at this point just because we need wins. Vegas at the Chargers, divisional game.
Chargers.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
The fucking Chargers offensive line is
coming off a bye, though. Coming off a bye.
Horrific. And they're getting Omari and Hampton back.
I hope not. I want one more week of Adele.
No. So they might split a little bit. They might go 50-50.
Probably the first game, but I won't start them if that's the case. And then the Sunday night game, Denver at Washington. This game would have been great if fucking Jaden Daniels was playing. Because I think Terry McLaurin's back this week. Possibly. I want to see what Washington looks like at full strength because we saw what they looked like last year. And you add Debo. You're telling me a healthy Debo, a healthy Terry, and a healthy Jaden Daniels is he not getting that done?
Right.
I don't believe that, man.
And Bill Krosky-Merritt, like one of the better running backs.
He's been kind of shot, though.
The offensive line hasn't been the greatest for them.
Yeah.
But Terry McLaurin said he's going to play as much as he can. So that's not promising.
Then sit a fucking week out again,
that's
dude.
That's not promising.
Why are we playing? I'm going to play as much as I can. No, don't play.
Jaden Daniels is returning to practice. Still not 100%. So you might only have Debo this week.
What's their record?
It's not good. And I said before the season.
So don't play them.
We can go back to one of the first episodes before the regular season started. I said Washington's not making the playoffs this year. You can fucking book it. I'll even go back.
3-8. They're 3-8. Shelf them.
Shelf Jaden Daniels. Shelf Terry McLaurin, who you just
just shelf
paid.
him too.
Debo Samuel also got paid. Shelf all fucking three of them. Just fucking finish the season with Marcus Mariota. Just get through the regular season. The rest of the regular season, everybody else can get healthy. Just stop at this point.
I cheated. I saw who you picked.
Yeah, I'm picking New England. I have to.
I'm taking the Giants on the fucking road here,
good.
boys.
You know what? I'll fucking lose. You know why? Because these picks don't matter because I've won the last 2 years. I don't get nothing from it. So if I lose this year, I don't give a fuck. You're not going to get nothing from it. So if the Giants,
it's a paid vacation to the Bahamas. You didn't. Yeah, we shook on it, dude.
Where was my paid vacation to the Bahamas the last 2 years?
It was a Big Mac. Where
the fuck was my Big Mac? I didn't get shit the last 2 years.
After the podcast, talking about it.
I didn't get shit the last 2 years.
New York at New England. I saw what Jameis did. He was catching touchdown passes. He's out here looking like Tyreek.
So
he's out here looking like Tyreek Hill, dude. I'm taking Jameis Winston against the New England Patriots. Fuck Drake May, dude. That bullshit franchise. Primetime football. It's going to be primetime Jameis. And you know what? They'll send the horses into battle.
I hope so.
Send the horses into battle.
As a Bills fan, I want New England to lose at least 2 more games before we play them. Actually, I think they play this week and then a bye, but whatever.
That's crazy. Man, well, we kept it an hour and 15.
Also,
hour 15.
Real quick,
yeah.
Before we get too far ahead, the Sabres won 4 of their last 5.
I haven't watched a single Sabres game.
I went to the last 2 games. They won 9-3 on Friday night last week.
Let's take a gander.
I was not expecting 9 fucking goals, but hey, I'm there for it. I'm here to fucking kickstart your heart. Their goal song, which is the worst goal song in the league. I'm here for it. And then I go on Sunday. Mom and Dad got a date night or date afternoon out. We went to a 1:00 game.
Hell yeah.
We went out. Another win. We left when it was 3-1. It was like 4 minutes left.
Like this.
We'll take it.
I was out of frame for like half this thing.
Listen. The people want to see me.
I'm out of frame for half this fucking podcast.
The people want to see me. I got my bald head covered. The beard, I got it trimmed. It looks nice.
All right. Let's get himself ready.
I've lost about 12 pounds in the last month. The double chin's slowly fading away.
It's fading. It's slipping away, dude.
It's slowly going away. But hey, the Sabres 4-5 of the last 5 games. They play tonight on the road.
They're losing 1-0 to Penguins.
The Penguins?
Yeah.
They'll win that game still. Who's in net? Do you know?
We're going to watch. I'm going to turn it on after this podcast.
It's weird you don't have the TV on. I'm kind of thrown off.
Dude, I was you already know, dude.
I already know. You were stressed out when I got here.
We're going to
start at 7:15. I'm so far behind.
I tried to make a thumbnail when you were walking in the door, dude. So
I made a thumbnail. Dude. My thumbnail looked fucking great for the YouTube. Speaking of, you can follow us on Facebook at Beers and Buffalo Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Beers and Buffalo Podcast. You can follow us on YouTube at Beers and Buffalo Pod, and then you can also get us on Spotify and Apple Podcast, Beers and Buffalo Podcast. Mike usually posts this the next day ish.
Yeah,
sometimes on Friday
around noon. Usually around noon. Thank you everybody if you follow, you listen, all that bullshit. I'll speak for Mikey D. We wish you a happy Thanksgiving. It's a great weekend for football. We got Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, and Monday. And with that being said, Monday. Well, with that being said, I'm Mikey D.
I'm Jeff.
We out.
Go Bills.
Beer on tap, tables about to snap. Wide right miss, take another sip. From Orchard Park to the studio, Mikey D and Jeff with a G. It's the Bears and Buffalo Show.